What's up, everybody? Bill with Honest Open Permaculture, and today we're going to be doing a little tour of the farm, a little update on some things. Let's go. So we're going to start you off inside. I haven't shown you guys these yet. Some chickadoos. We have some spotted Sussex and some barred rocks. Now, if you follow us on Facebook, Hop Farm NC, then you would see these guys. You see pictures and a little video of these guys. Also on Instagram at Hop Farm NC. Alright, let's move on outside to the next spot. So we made it outside. I'm going to show y'all some where I've been starting plants. This little frame that you're looking at here is the top of a 10 by 10 pop-up tent. This is an old beat up greenhouse that we got from like Walmart or something like that, just the tarps left. And I made myself a little makeshift greenhouse right here with this old frame and that old greenhouse. And I've been starting plants in there. So that was my little greenhouse for this year. Y'all seen these little guys, they're getting big so quick. The duckies. We do have a gimpy one in there. I don't know, it's been struggling for a good month and a half, but it's still made it. What are you doing, pretty ducks? I'm keeping them in this little chicken tractor for now to keep them safe from the predators. Eventually, they're going to be out in this field right here. It's a really wet spot here. So when the pigs open this up, there's going to be water sitting in there, and that'll be great for the ducks. They'll get in there, help us keep the mosquitoes out of it, and have them some water to play in. So the pigs are pretty much building a pond for the ducks. We're going to jump on the mower and let's ride around a little bit and show you what we got going on. Alright, so we made it down to the first stop, and which is the pigs. Hey, big girls. There's 3 girls right here. They're going to be going and making some bacon for us the end of this month, aren't you, babies? Yes, you are. There's one of the mamas back there. I don't know if you can see her. She is the mama that had all kinds of trouble giving birth past 2 times. So she's not going to be giving birth for us anymore, and she's going to go on to her next process, which is joining them. Now, I know some of you may think that's kind of hard. It can be kind of hard. But we understand when we got these pigs that what they're for. Our animals here on the farm, we have a motto, is that they have a great life, as happy as life as we can absolutely make for them, is free of life with one bad day. And we all know what that one bad day is. Storm came through. Look at that. Don't make your chicken tractors out of PVC, y'all. Learn from me. Storm came through, busted that up. I'm gonna have to get in there and fix it. Here's Big Flop Flop. I'm gonna have to go over there and fix his fence. I had to separate him from his girlfriend because last night he was beating her up. He was being way too rough with her. As you can tell, hey, sweet girl, I know. She's got marks all over her face. It was not a good night last night for her. But Floppy was being ornery and trying to, do what Floppy does, do what a male does to his female pig, and she tried to bust straight through this. I'm guessing she had to bust straight through this and got stuck. Her head got stuck in it, so she's got all kinds of cuts on her head. It was a late night last night because of that. I had to try to figure out a way to separate him from her so he wouldn't keep messing with her. She's bred. I know she's bred. I need to get her away from him. one sow in heat with one boar his size. Don't need to keep them together very long. He will start to mess her up. Let's go on to the next spot. Alright, so the next spot is the main flock of chickens. In here we have all kinds of different chickens. We have barred rocks. We have some Ostalorp. We've got some roosters. What else do we have in here? Some Americanas. There is one Orpington over here. This is their area right now. Had to move them away from my gardens. They were getting too close, break out every once in a while and mess some stuff up in the garden. So now let's walk out here to the Chinampa. We're close to the Chinampa. Let's go ahead and walk out this way. Back up a little bit, see what it's looking like. All right, let's go to the back field and show you what I got going on back there. We got a lot going on back there, y'all. All right, so we made it to the back field. We're gonna start at the far end down here. So back here, we have 2 rows, well 3 rows marked out, 2 rows kind of in use. As you can tell, we've got potatoes popping up. Looks like they need another layer of leaf compost. That's what's on top of these, is leaf compost. Leaf mold, as some people call it. These rows right here were prepped by my chickens in that square chicken tractor right over there, or that rectangle chicken tractor right over there. Now obviously, since I didn't, as you can tell, I didn't cover this row with anything, it's really starting to grow back up already. So let that be a tip for you guys, that if you don't cover the ground, Mother Nature will. It's a great saying that I really like, is that Mother Nature is modest, and if you don't cover her, she'll cover herself. Hey, check this out. All of this right here, I didn't plant those. The chickens planted those for me. It is sunflowers. There were sunflower seeds in some of the scratch grain that I bought for them, and they left a few of the seeds behind. Alright, so this is the back to Eden garden style. And we'll give you a walk through here and show you and tell you what we got going on. First, right up here at the front, we have the strawberries. I marked them off with these little posts here just so I know I wouldn't walk on them. Now, we did this strawberry planting about a month ago, and I will link that video down in the description. It was just roots, and as you can tell, there's one starting to pop up right here. There's another one starting to pop up right here. They're slowly popping through. Right beside these strawberries, we have a few bushes. That's a blueberry bush. That's a blueberry bush. That is a blueberry bush. These 2 bushes down here, that one there, and this one is a chokecherry, a aronia berry. In these holes in between the bushes, we've got some squash, some yellow squash, and some zucchinis planted, some Black Beauty zucchinis. Right behind that, in that first row, there's peas. They're really popping and going to be growing up those bamboo really soon. They're sugar snap peas, my favorite. Behind that, we have a row of green beans. This is a bush bean variety. 40 foot of green beans. And behind that, we have tomatoes in our handy dandy tomato trellis. I just put that up. If you guys want to know how to build this tomato trellis, I'll drop that video down in the description as well, maybe even an iCard that's dropping right now. But we've got tomatoes planted in it, tomatoes on each side. Let me show you how I kind of staggered them. So the tomatoes are at least 1 foot to 2 feet apart. Back here we've got weeds growing. Yeah, we need to weed this out down here, but we do have some seeds popping. These are beets and radishes. Those little seeds right in there. Some beets and radishes. Over here we have some carrots. Look really close. I hope you guys can see those little bitty leaves popping out. We got carrots coming up. Some chickens working some other chicken bed, or some garden beds back here for me. And these are the beds that chicken tractor worked over the winter. 14 beds. It worked all winter long. We'll start with the most recently planted, which is this one right here. Got us a bed of beets and radishes. In this bed, it's a bed of carrots. This bed's another bed of carrots. Some more root crops, beets and radishes in this bed. Here we have more radish or beets popping up. See all those little beets all over the place? They're starting to pop up. Let's get that cardboard out of there. We don't want to smother off these beets that are popping up. So those 5 beds right there, the most recently planted, the past 3 days. I think this one's a little bit longer, probably about 4 or 5 days. It's got some action going on in it. Move on down to the next one where I put some seed starts in. And here we have some cabbage, some red lettuce. Some of the red lettuce. Some cabbage. Over here is pretty much exactly the same thing. Red lettuce, cabbage, a few kale, and a few romaine lettuces. This is one of the kales that the chickens attacked. If you guys missed that video, I'll drop that down below as well. The kales make a good comeback. They make a good bounce back. And then we have some romaine lettuces growing real well. We'll come down here to this bed. We have more romaine, more cabbage. Here we have some broccoli and some romaine. Over here we have more mature lettuces. Some lettuce bib, some red lettuce, some romaine lettuce, some black Simpson. These are looking mighty healthy right here, doing well. Also around the next 5 beds I planted onions, little onion sets that are really starting to put off some green shoots. I also planted some herbs at the end of the bed. This one's got basil. In this bed we have, so here we've got broccoli. Here we've got cabbage. In between we have kale. We even got a lettuce up here. And of course onions running around all the outside. Planting those onions as a companion plant. Just also try to keep some of the moles out. I heard onions will help deter moles. Over here is a bed of cabbage. Over here strictly just a bed of broccoli. Nothing but broccoli in this one. I wonder if we have any little heads forming yet. Doesn't look like it. And over here is another bed of cabbage. And a volunteer lettuce. What y'all think? That's a pretty good tour. Oh, I've got one more spot I want to show you. Spot I hadn't shown y'all very much of. I know I say that quite a bit, but this way I got a good amount of land here that I got little corners, little secret spots that I love to just chill and enjoy. So let's take one more ride to the back. I'm gonna take y'all through the woods. So hold on. This is one of my favorite places on the land. If I need to come back and relax and get rid of some stress or get rid of some pressure that I have on me, this is the place. This is the place. See if the storm has washed out my steps. And here's our beautiful creek, y'all. To some of you, this may be a river, but it is considered a creek. This is my chill spot. I want to take y'all a little bit further down and walk through the woods and show you another great spot to get an excellent view of the creek. Let's go. Check this out, y'all. So much rain we've been getting lately, it's been eroding away my bank. I'm losing land, but I'm gaining more creek. We got this little bridge right there. And another little bridge over there that something fell apart. But I think this is a really cool area, really cool spot. We're high above, about 15-20 foot above the creek. And the views here, just great. I will sit in this spot right here, up against that tree, and just have me a nice meditation session or talk with the big man upstairs about whatever's going on, and just listen to the creek and the birds, the animals. Can't beat it with a stick, guys. Sometimes it's hard to believe that I can enjoy this. Probably my favorite spot on the whole property. I have a mushroom tree. I do. I'll show y'all my mushroom tree. It's on its way back out. It's right when we come in this place. But I also do turkey tails. I don't eat them. I make a turkey tail tea. Like here's some old turkey tails. I wouldn't harvest these, but we got turkey tails all through this place. And oyster mushrooms. I haven't found any other edible ones that I can distinguish yet. So let's go to the mushroom tree. The mushroom tree, that's what I call it anyways. This thing right here This old dead oak tree produces so many oyster mushrooms. So here's a cluster right here, really starting to form. Let's get this bark off of it. Yep. And then on the back side of it, we really got a good cluster back here. A big, healthy cluster. Let me see if I can't go around the tree the other way. There's a little opening. And look at that, guys. Holy moly. Got mushrooms. I'm actually gonna harvest a few of these, and we'll have some sauteed mushrooms and eggs for lunch. I'll take this one right up here. We'll take this little cluster down there. So let's collect the ones we picked. We got our mushrooms and our eggs. All right, y'all. That's all I got for you. If you enjoyed this video, you give it a good thumbs up. Subscribe, please, and share it with a friend. Later. Bonus clip. So I may not make the prettiest omelet, but with these ingredients, eggs I collected today that were laid today, mushrooms that were harvested less than an hour ago, there's no way you can mess this omelet up. Oh. Thank y'all for sticking by and seeing the bonus clip.